Ladies and gentlemen, I'm humbled to introduce to you the recipient of the 2017 IAVA Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you, Austin. I'm humbled to be here.
Yeah, I have to give it to you.
I hope you get that changed.
I appreciate it,
Thank
sir.
you. I'm on your
This
team.
is awesome. I think I actually have to give it to you, too, right?
Oh my goodness. In case any of you are wondering, that phone number still works. So I've got it right here. Call me, and while I don't have the connections I used to have, I will get you help. I want to start by thanking Paul, and thanking Paul for giving post 9/11 veterans IAVA, a veteran empowerment organization. Paul's leveraging his leadership to serve veterans, and as everyone here tonight knows, there is no more important purpose on earth than that. I also want to say how honored I am to be together with Roseanne, a dear, dear friend, an angel on earth, and Flo Groberg as well, two of my dearest friends, two people that I aspire to be like when I grow up. So Paul, Scott, the IAVA Board of Directors, and all the IAVA members, thank you for this recognition. It's been said many times that we all stand on the shoulders of the giants who have come before us, and that sentiment certainly rings true tonight and in this case. I don't deserve this award, but I accept it on behalf of all the men and women that I've had the pleasure, actually not the pleasure, actually the honor to work with over the many years that I've been doing this. And to Deanne, my beautiful wife, without you, I'd not be standing here tonight. She's taught me so much about compassion, compassionate leadership, empathy. She's made me a better human being. And to all of IAVA's partners and sponsors tonight, thank you for your continued strong and growing support of IAVA. Let me say this, it's absolutely critical that this sponsorship increase, that it continue, because it's all about the well-being of veterans, now and into the future. You know, many people thought the crises at the VA in 2014 were because of the wars of Afghanistan and Iraq. The reality was they weren't. They were because of the aging of the Vietnam veteran. So we haven't yet seen what's going to happen to the VA and the services it provides 20, 30, 40 years from now as IAVA members and veterans age. So we have to build today a VA that's worthy of those veterans 20, 30, 40 years from now. My deepest gratitude is to our country's service men and women and all the veterans who preceded them. You're why we're here. You're why we can even be here tonight. And that's certainly true of true heroes like Roseanne and like Flo Groberg. I first met Flo at the White House when he received the Medal of Honor. And we've been on stage together several times since. He's a dear friend, an example for all of us, and somebody I aspire to be like. And I suspect most everyone here has seen Steven Spielberg's movie, Saving Private Ryan. And in that last scene, the aged Private Ryan kneels in front of the grave of Captain Miller. Captain Miller, of course, is the one who gave his life to save that of Private Ryan. And Ryan says to Miller, "I've tried to live my life the best I could. I hope that, at least in your eyes, I've earned what all of you have done for me." It's an important question to ask. because it's to veterans that every American owes our freedom, our liberty, and our opportunities. It's a question I ask of myself all the time. Am I earning it? Answering that question for myself is why I chose to join Rally Point, to keep serving veterans and to keep working to earn it. And it's a question for every American. Am I earning it? And by extension, it's a question for our nation. In a way, we're conducting ourselves on the international stage. Are we earning it? Let me tell you about one of the best days in my life. Now, from those pictures, you might think it was a different day than what I'm going to tell you about. It wasn't the day I graduated from West Point or joined the 82nd Airborne Division or had my first parachute jump. It wasn't when I was given the opportunity to be the CEO of the Procter & Gamble Company or even to become the Secretary of Veterans Affairs. It was when I saw a paralyzed veteran get up from a wheelchair that he'd been in for 40 years and walk. He was using a device that VA had developed and provided called the exoskeleton. Now, some may call this a miracle, and in a sense, it was miraculous, but not in the way you might think. The veteran's name was Billy, and it wasn't so much about getting Billy to walk, though that's important, because bad things happen when you don't walk. Muscles atrophy, bones become brittle, the gastrointestinal system stops working the way it should, it shortens your life. Walking leads to a longer life. But to Billy, the most important thing wasn't that he was walking. It was about being able to look another person in the eye. It was about his sense of human dignity. The miracle was the sense of purpose driving some very good people to teach Billy how to use the exoskeleton and for Billy to use it with such diligence. Those people made a profound difference in the life of that one person. Now, some think one person can't do much. Obviously, Gandhi did, Martin Luther King did, Nelson Mandela did, Flo Groberg did, Roseanne does, and they're still doing it today. But listen, we don't need to be a Gandhi or a Martin Luther King or a Nelson Mandela or a Roseanne Haggerty or a Flo Groberg or a Bob McDonald to make the difference in the life of just one person. And tonight's a great moment for all of us to dedicate ourselves or rededicate ourselves to making a difference in the life of just one person. Don't wait. Start now. When we get into the habit, the rest will follow. Again, thank you. God bless all of you. And God bless our men and women and veterans in this great country. Thank you.